Voters in Maine have approved by referendum an expansion of Medicaid. Judge Andrew Napolitano has a few things to say about this. This was the expansion of Medicaid, key element in the Obamacare debacle, and now the voters in Maine have done an end run round the governor and the legislature.
Yes, the legislature enacted this, the governor vetoed it, and then the legislature failed to override the governor's veto. And then people that wanted this expansion of Medicaid, it actually expands it to 70,000 more people, which in a state the size of Maine is a significant new percentage of a financial burden on the state. The voters put this on the ballot. They triggered a provision in the Maine Constitution that allows the voters to overrule the governor and the legislature, which is what they did. So they basically decided socialized medicine for anybody that wants it.
Precisely right. Now, does this set
in a state with a Republican senator?
Right, Susan Collins.
Yes.
But is she a Republican?
Well,
I mean, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be nasty.
Well, maybe she has maybe she's a good politician and she has her finger on the pulse of the Maine voters. And when she voted against the efforts to reform Obamacare, she was doing so out of an act of political self-preservation. I don't know. The other senator is Angus King, the former governor, who claims to be an independent, but votes to organize and votes with the Democrats in the Senate.
Does this open the floodgates to other states with similar ability to bypass the legislature to expand Medicaid?
Yes, it does, but there are very few of them.
Okay.
Most states do not have this sort of Swiss, as in Switzerland-like ability for the voters to override their own government.
But it's an indication of how many voters feel, especially in the northeastern United States. They want socialized medicine. They want the rich to pay. They want to be more like Europe.
You have heard, I agree with you fully, Stuart. It's very distressing because it'll lead to single payer. If this is a domino effect that begins cascading around the country, Barack Obama will have triumphed. You've heard me say this before, I'll say it again. Thomas Jefferson and Alexander Hamilton hated each other. They agreed on one thing, and they publicly said this. When the public treasury becomes a public trough, and the voters learn that, no matter where they are, they will only send people to the seat of the government that will promise to bring back the biggest piece of the pie. This is an example of the voters doing it themselves, not trusting government to bring back a big enough piece of the pie.
What do you think of the House tax plan? I've got 30 seconds. Go ahead. Is it Reagan-esque?
It is absolutely not Reagan-esque. We might as well have elected Hillary Clinton. That's how poor it is for reducing tax burden and giving people more money to spend to stimulate the economy. Be Reagan-esque. Cut everybody's rates, corporate and individual. Do it in one simple one-page change. This 450-page thing, I tried to read it. It is more complex than the 70,000 pages that already exist.
Okay, I think you made your point. Come back in 11 and make it again.